Welcome back. Now we're on Mission 2, Dark Secret, Part 4, The Defiled Church. Residents of Wolfberg calls this the Defiled Church. It apparently has a rather sordid history dating back 1,000 years. Over the ages, it has been rumored to have been used for a number of occult ceremonies. Rumors aside, we do know that Helga von Bülow and her SS Paranormal Division team are there now. We do not know what they are planning, so it is imperative that you investigate and recover as much intelligence information as possible. A word of caution, the Kreisel Circle has reported that Helga von Bülow's elite guard is made up of a small group of extremely capable women who have been trained to an exceptionally high level, both physically and with small arms. They are also reportedly bound together as part of a witch's coven. Mission objectives: infiltrate Wolfberg Church, pursue Helga von Bülow to the ruined cathedral, eliminate all of von Bülow's personnel elite guards. So in this 7th mission, we are now finally at the Defiled Church. This church is the one that we've been talking about that is completely isolated, inaccessible from the rest of the world, and yet the Nazis have found a way in there, and also in a way that is the opposite of how you got there, because they did not break the ground, but they got in there somehow, so I don't know what's going on. Maybe they dropped in with paratroopers, maybe they did some kind of acrobatics, who knows? But in this church, we're going to meet a whole bunch of elite guards who are part of a witch's coven. This, in a way, is also related to how Christianity has been infiltrated by what the Nazis were calling positive Christianity. To be clear, Hitler was not a Christian. If anything, Hitler was some type of strange, amorphous combination of Gnosticism with some kind of paganism that didn't really exist. Everything about the Nazi regime was one big lie after another. And when it came to positive Christianity, this was trying to combine the idea of a racial purity with Christianity, which is highly conflicting. Nothing about Christianity is about racial purity. Everything about Christianity is about just being a better person in general, how to survive the harsh realities, and making sure that people can reproduce. But because Nazis wanted to make sure that the pure race, the quote-unquote pure race that was already heavily mixed, somehow they need to reproduce more than everybody else. So I don't know what's going on there, but this witch's coven that has infiltrated the church is now in control of the church. This witch's coven is ran by the Nazis. And now I think it's a good time to start talking about Nazisploitation. In the 60s and 70s, we started to have a genre called Nazisploitation, which was mostly made up of Jewish producers and directors who wanted to make fun of the Nazi regime once they were able to fund and make sure that their projects are coming through. A lot of these were low budget and also low profit, but their whole goal was to be as offensive as possible towards the Nazi regime, making all sorts of crazy scenarios such as gay orgies and BDSM and ridiculous ideas like the Nazis turning people into some kind of skin-made lampshade. So all of these rumors and conspiracies about the Nazi regime in that particular direction, a lot of that came from Nazisploitation, a joke, mostly from postmodernism. There were some crazy movies, such as Gestapo's Last Orgy from 1997, which was made in Italy. The character, Helga von Bülow, is most likely in relation to the Nazisploitation movie Ilsa, She-Wolf of the SS, which came out in 1975 from Canada. This movie was actually based off of a real person, loosely, called Ilse Koch, with a K, who was a German war criminal, and she committed atrocities with her husband, Karl Otto Koch, although she did not have a real position in the Nazi state. This woman, Ilse Koch, was known as the Red Witch of Buchenwald due to the accusations that she was committing sadistic and perverse acts of violence against prisoners and the people in concentration camps. Some of these accusations also included the idea that she was having lampshades fashioned out of people's skins, which is where a lot of the Nazisploitation movies got their twisted ideas. such as Gestapo's last orgy having a scene where somebody was talking about making gloves out of Jewish baby skin because it was really soft, like, you know, how people want to eat veal due to it being soft. So when we have a witch's coven, it could be in relation to this Red Witch kind of character from real life. But the movie, Ilse, She-Wolf of the SS, was more about being sexually sadistic. And a lot of scenes were her, like, you know, doing things with piss and feces and getting guys to ejaculate, and then she gets angry at them because they ejaculated, so then she has them castrated. In a way, I kind of want them to do things like that in a game like this, but it's already highly offensive by simply having the swastika here and there. Germany already banned this game just for having the swastika, so it's not like this game can actually be that offensive. The most it can do is something gory, like having people turn into Gibbs. But the most offensive thing this game has done is what we're going to see pretty soon with the Elite Guard. They are a group of witches who go around in spandex and what looks like BDSM types of outfits as they stealthily sneak around a church, defiling it in so many different ways. So the Elite Guard represents BDSM, sadism, essentially sadism. They represent lust. They represent, in a way, greed. They represent wrath. They represent all these sins that are coming out in the form of sexy women wearing BDSM spandex outfits. So this beautification of evil is something that we kind of want to see in a game like this, a satanic nonsense that comes out. Imagine them very similar to how you'll have like really sexy demon women, you know, the red women with like the little horns, but they're really like sexy and voluptuous. So with these women running around as witches, we see them using some kind of sex magic, along with the actual magic going around below them in the crypt that is causing the undead to rise again. This femme fatale type of enemy also ties heavily into Spy-Fi, where you'd always have this dragon lady trope, who's very flexible and sneaky, where she competes with the Pulp Fiction style men who were more swashbuckling and muscular. Women holding this rogue sneak attack role makes the most sense and works out very well in something like James Bond, because they are always spies waiting for the perfect opportunity to strike. In this game, they move fast, shoot accurately, and it's hard to tell where their shots are coming from. Their outfit, as you will see soon enough, is also meant to present this false sense of femininity. The masculine urge to protect the female species is something they use to their advantage, causing any weak-minded opponent to be distracted by their bodies and their outfits. This part of the story is showing that BJ rejects both the temptress and the false church, embracing what is pure dedication to the mission at hand, causing him to be more virtuous and holding more valor than you'd assume at first glance. Defeating a witch who is there to tempt and kill you is much harder than it looks, with so many tragic stories about how a man falls to such a temptress. In a way, this is where the story moves away from the Freudian downfall, with BJ rejecting the femme fatale who is there to ruin his life. Thankfully, BJ is able to see the pure evil in these types of women, preventing that relation to noir where the protagonist enters his downfall. Philosophers like Schopenhauer declared that lust and love are moments of insanity, and so BJ was able to avoid both, retaining his sanity through such chaos. Speaking of chaos, let's get to it. Some lovely stained glass windows, symbolizing the sun.
Well, what's happening?
A moment, please, mein Director.
Is it working?
Please be patient. We are operating under very difficult conditions here.
Enough of your stalling. Tell me yes or no. Will it work?
Frau von Bülow, how many times do I have to remind you? This is a very complex and delicate operation. It cannot be hurried.
Why is that Viking so giant?
Filling teeth here.
Don't take that patronizing tone with me.
Just a moment. Just a moment.
What? What?
Yeah. The extraction process is beginning. It is only a matter of time now.
Excellent.
Perfectly timed lightning crash. So they started the extraction process with some giant Viking. Must be one of those dark knights. Just go in silent.
Poor Joseph. Look at him, torn to shreds.
Alas, poor Yorick.
What could have done that? Wasn't human.
What are you all gawking at? You'll see worse than this if you don't get moving. Stop standing around with your thumbs in your mouths and start searching the area. Keep an eye out for the American.
He must be dead by now. I'm convinced of it.
Oh, you're convinced of it, are you? How reassuring. We can all rest easy now, I suppose. Get moving now before I shoot you on the spot.
Jawohl, mein Hauptmann.
Mein Hope. My heifer is more like it. Yeah, you know what I mean. That's a big old bitch. So I'm gonna try to sneak around here. Low on ammo. Aw, he saw me. So there might be an elite woman here. We saw one holding a stun gun, the one with the butt cheeks. Oh wow, we're looking at that guy. This is a weird area. That's on the side for no reason. Oh wait, that place with the dead guy might have some health. Looks like a little medic area. Let's check this door. Oh, there's our first elite. She's facing behind us. Oh wow, look at her color. And look at those bazongas. She's wearing some kind of skin-tight outfit. Those are skin-tight, baby. How'd you get in those? Buy me a drink and I'll show you how to get out of them. Lightning outside. Symbolizing a storm approaching. Chaos. Oh, we don't need that. Another dead body. What is this? Oh, Jesus! Did he just move for no reason? And they activated the music too. What is going on here? I've never seen that. Feels like an Easter egg or something.
Get ready.
So get ready, get ready. I hear footsteps. Oh jeez. But they were planning that. Each room has a bunch of corners where they hide, which is great. I love that type of gameplay. This elite god is pretty strong. Their main weakness is their high heels clanking. I hope it's only two of them. Good thing there's extra health. Those stun rounds do way more than the MP40. I don't remember if headshots count against you. I hope they don't. Oh, she got like... Looks like her tampon exploded. So there's some dead bodies here and there. So I tried to alleviate some of the stress by brightening the game as much as possible, but it's still not helping. Alright, so we're entering Wolfenstein Church. Any day now. This is one of those games where you have to tiptoe your way through. I actually prefer that, because then we can drink in every nook and cranny. Games don't let us do that anymore. Now every game tries to be Sonic the Hedgehog.
Move it, Zem. Your orders, mein Oberführer. Deploy the remaining elite guard. Jawohl!
Oh. The music's too active. Why did it get so bombastic? Locked. Unlocked. Love the little designs here on the wall. Looks like eyeballs watching you everywhere. Oh, there's like also a bird up there on the door. Yeah, see how gorgeous this is? Look at these windows! Look at how beautiful that window is. An upside down cross in some ways. This is a gorgeous church. I love the way the windows are. Exactly what I want to see in the church. Nothing like what Machine Games has been trying to do. Oop, I see a little gun. So I'm gonna try to trick her. That didn't do anything, okay. Can I actually hit it? I think I can get at the perfect angle. Weird that her body's still intact. I guess she can survive grenades. So there are some people up here. We're gonna go back to get some health. And they might actually go towards us, so that's kind of what I'm hoping. I want them to go away from that area. I know I'm backtracking a lot, I'm delaying a lot, I'm keeping it safe, but I really do not want to restart this. I don't want to be all chaotic. The chaotic combo. Wait a minute. There we go. That ought to wake him up. I'm searching with my eyes. Whoa. I was searching. They seem to have a tuck and roll that causes them to be immune. Either that or they're just dodging the bullets. I actually really do like that tuck and roll. It's like a James Bond move. These girls, they make everything like this game. Similar to James Bond, similar to GoldenEye. Oh wow, fascinating. If you make the game similar to GoldenEye and James Bond, the game is better and people enjoy it. Who'da thunk? This church looks amazing. Oh, I think I used the wrong time. A large is for when I'm closer to 70. That's locked. Oh my god, look at that lightning. This flashing. Oh, look at these. Looks like some kings, baby Jesus, with some kind of weird monstrosity. Yep, I used it the wrong time. Well, let's hope we don't die off too fast. It's just that they will get me with a full mag, and each encounter is like 30 health. So they might be here in these corners. Very tricky. Oh! Got her. She coming out? Push her out this way. Alright, so they pretty much need to be cornered by having a grenade behind them. Sorry, I thought I saw somebody up there. Oh, does it actually? No, okay. There's a stairway! Good thing I was listening. Look at this outfit. Ah, my sleeping beauty. Much better than that Renee Zellweger or whatever her name is. What's her name? Rachel Zellweger? Oh wait, I'm thinking of Snow White. Stop throwing so many grenades! Let's read this while they're doing that. To SS Oberfuhrer Balatsky from Oberst von Bülow. I have incredible news! Our team has just uncovered evidence of an even older burial site within the church ruins. I believe this could actually be the tomb of Olaric, fabled weaponsmith of ancient Thule and founder of the Legion of the Dark Forge. If this is the case, then contained within may be the long-lost dagger of warding, one of the most coveted relics in all of Thulian lore. What a glorious discovery this would be for all of us. Regards, Oberst Helga von Bülow, SS Paranormal Division. So Helga is now determining that the dagger is from a Thulian person called Ulrich. I'm actually afraid to go up here. I can't get her from the window, but if I climb up, she'll shoot me down. Maybe a grenade will work. Did that happen? There we go. Did it bounce off? Oh my god! So what am I supposed to do here? Uh-oh. This is like a crazy grenade puzzle. Maybe like this. Oh! Almost. I have an idea. Oh! Alright, she's just still dropping things. Clumsy bitch. Oh. Almost. Damn. Is there another way to get to her? This is monotonous. I'm gonna try to blow her up again. 2 left. Let's see if we can. Oh, she's on the stairs. Gotcha. She has herself all covered. But she has giant gazungas. What movie was that? Gazungas. What's that called in the Caveman from the Past? Had Brendan Fraser. What was that movie called? Oh, so how do we get to there? This is a nice treasure. A crystal skull, I believe. So there's Thulian people. I'm gonna explain that later on. There's also the crystal skull. I really hate that the crystal skull was such a letdown to Indiana Jones. Oh, I got a headshot or something. Now for the last girl. Ah! Ooh! She positioned herself just so that she can fall through the thing. That's interesting. Don't tell me there's a third one. That's all I need now. Yep, there is. Oops. Okay, this is a moment that I'm not supposed to survive, but I survived anyway. That's the way to the secret area. Let's check if someone's following us. And they were. Wonderful. So this thing was knocked out. We're gonna try to actually jump over here. Ah. I had to do a really weird Duke Nukem move. And we got the treasure. Wonderful. Full ammo. And we have a terrible way to go back. But now we have more health. This pot's actually nerve-wracking. Wheeze in the juice. I actually don't remember anything. What's the name of that movie? Oh, Encino Man. Okay, that's the name of the movie. Maybe I should not use that gun. They're high heels. This gun feels like a little better since, you know, I don't have to worry about that cooldown effect. It's more of a long-range thing. Okay, 50. That's good enough. I'm sure many people find this as the hardest part of the game due to having 0 armor, and these dames are relentless. Still one of the better enemies. The stealthy femme fatales. Locked. Unlocked. So what's the point of this kind of area? I feel like I'm going back to where I came. I guess this map just mirrors itself. Looks like a trap. I really do not like the look of this area. Oh wait. This is the area with the giant Viking. But they moved elsewhere. I hear more footsteps. Alright, I believe I have knocked out all the elite guard. Wonderful. So to leave, we shoot the plank of wood, making sure it breaks, and now we can move on to the other part of the church. See you there!